Hello and welcome to OPN PartnerCast. My name is Todd Shorley and I'm Manager of Global Partner Enablement here at Oracle. Our team has direct responsibility for customer experience application enablement for partners. And joining me today in the studio to talk about Oracle Commerce Cloud is Chris McCann. Chris is a partner and director of Commerce Solutions at Axis. Chris, welcome and thanks for joining me today in the studio.
Todd, thanks for having me. I'm flattered to be here.
Chris, why don't you go ahead and just give us a brief overview of Axis and your guys' venture into the CX space?
Sure. Axis Commerce has been involved with Oracle/ATG for the last 14 years. So really being involved in the CX side, being involved with ATG, we did a lot of work with Oracle Professional Services back then. Fast forward 10 years, when Oracle acquired ATG, we actually wrote quite a bit of the training at Oracle's request, which is still being used today. But 4 years ago, where the transformation started for us was building out our own digital marketing team, as well as building out our own CX team. We have today roughly 400 Oracle Commerce consultants of different, whether it's digital marketing or ATG implementers. And we are based largely out of the US, and we have a Chengdu dev center, which supports about 200 people that are certified as well.
Well, that's great. And it sounds like you guys have made a large, significant investment in the CX portfolio and Commerce Cloud. Can you talk about how you guys see this fitting into your go-to-market model, and the opportunity that you see there for partners?
Sure. There's no doubt that our world has changed. When we look at the magnitude and the size and the scope of what an Oracle Commerce implementation looked like 5 years ago in terms of resourcing, length, duration, compared to how that's been truncated over the last year and a half, the cheese has moved, if you will. So we have made a decision over the last 4 years is being able to provide thought leadership, best practices around retention, conversion, orders, and what gives us the tools and the capability today of being able to do that has been Oracle's acquisition of different marketing tools, be it Responsys, BlueKai, Maximizer, and us being able to have different conversation points with potential customers or clients, as opposed to just being a one-trick pony where it's just doing an Oracle Commerce implementation.
Sure. And so, I know you guys are broadening your approach to the market, but how should customers be thinking about broadening their CX strategy beyond commerce?
It's an interesting point. So I'm going to go back in time a little bit to when I first ran across the Oracle Commerce Cloud product. I was on a flight to San Francisco. I may have been to Open World when we were first given our instance to the Sandbox by Brenna and team. And I'm sitting there, and I've built personally WordPress sites for my own purposes over the last few years. I open it up, and as a salesperson, somebody who's not necessarily technical, and you realize that it's a game changer. I opened it up, and I had one of those oh my gosh moments, because when you get in there and start playing with the tooling, you realize that it's going to require completely different resourcing and completely different structure. So that's really certainly kind of opened up our eyes internally to how this ties and fits into the overall offering. But knowing that the size of these things has changed quite a bit over the last year, having the ability now to have touch points, again, through whether it's responses, or we're doing campaign management, or DMP, or if somebody wants to have a conversation around A/B testing or optimization, we can start there. And commerce is no longer the hub in the middle. Commerce is another tool with multiple touch points along the customer journey.
Sure. And so what do you think are the critical success factors for your customers, for Axis Commerce, and as we're moving into this more customer-centric world?
So the Axis perspective and how we measure certain things would be around order frequency, conversion, acquisition. The customers are all different, right? And each one has a certain use case that you're going to tailor. And we now have the ability to actually walk in and be consultative in our approach and prescriptive in our approach, as opposed to just standing up an instance. So what's interesting is from looking at different customers and use cases. There's one that we're doing a Commerce Cloud implementation for today, and they wanted to drive down the total cost of ownership, also while maintaining a best-of-breed platform. And oh, by the way, we need our business users to be able to support this instead of having an IT team. So Commerce Cloud is a perfect and natural fit for them. And that's why we're able to get that not just sold in, but we're actually able to work alongside their marketers. It requires a completely different skill set. Another instance that we're working on involves Amazon, right? And they're losing market share to Amazon, like many companies are. So how do we help shape that conversation also? So it really comes down to what the KPIs are for that particular customer. They all have different needs. Maybe they want to take over the world. Maybe they just want to stop the bleeding. But being prescriptive in our approach is certainly beneficial.
Sure. And how do you work with, how do you guys work with Oracle to enhance the Commerce Cloud solution and make sure that you guys are fully enabled?
This is the first product that I've seen Oracle come up with in my lifetime and working in the ecosystem, where it's been developed from scratch by Oracle. It wasn't done by acquisition. I have never seen a product management team across Oracle so involved and so engaged, not just in product success, but also being involved in customer success in the sales cycle. So we have an opportunity at Access and a couple of other partners to actually help shape the roadmap and what this product looks like. And that's very exciting for us because we can come to them with a certain outlier and say, well, what about this? Is this feature and functionality going to be turned on? And having the ability to shape the product from day one is amazing. And I can't say enough good things about how well Oracle and the Commerce Cloud product team has played. Been fantastic.
Thanks again, Chris, for joining me today in the studio. I really appreciate it.
Todd, my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Partners, to learn more, visit the Oracle Commerce Cloud Knowledge Zone. To learn more about Access, please visit their website at www.accesscommerce.com. These links are currently up on your screen. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.